Ada.
What up, Michael?
Would anyone mind sharing a setup with me? Just wondering.
Give me 1 minute, man. Test. You're all done, man.
So I just gotta find like half a second, and then I'll be decent.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm like 14.8s, 14.9s right now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, shit, I'm half a second behind one of the Benedict.
I bet. No problem, man.
Sorry, I thought I was far enough up. Radio check.
Gotcha.
Hey.
sorry. Sorry about that. But no worries, no worries. It's just practice.
Oh, my bad. No, my bad.
It's time for live racing action with the Short Track Super League Tour Modified Exclusive Series, presented by Ryco-Motorsports. Find your speed today at Ryco-Motorsports.com. Now, let's join Captain TV Sim Racing Broadcasting
as we are here at Langley Speedway, one of the oldest but yet funnest short tracks you could race at up in Virginia. This 4/10 mile track is home of round number 3 of the Short Track Super League Ryco-Motorsports Tour Modified Series, as we are here tonight for the Corn Fest 95. I am the Captain, Chris Scala, with you. Welcome to Captain TV. If you have just joined us on YouTube for the first time, you could hit that subscribe button. We do appreciate you coming out and joining us here for some Tour Modified Racing, and we have got a lot of stuff to get you up to date on, because there have been some changes for the series before we get you out here to practice and to qualifying. You've been watching practice, obviously, for the last 40 minutes or so, and we'll get you ready for qualifying and some heat racing coming up here in a few minutes. Now, some of the big changes that we have for tonight, as you're going to see here on the track here in just a few minutes. Matter of fact, we'll take a look at the cars right now. Incidents going from 14 to 22, and I've actually got that up on my screen tonight here, so I'm going to try to keep you up to date with who is where incident count-wise tonight. Also, there's a rule now where 2 cautions caused, aka self-spins or going into a couple of people and causing wrecks, driving into, I should say, that kind of deal will get you parked by race control. Also, as you know, the top 10 will lock into the A main from qualifying. That is from last week also. And the other big rule, caution laps will count now in the A main and also in the heat races. So basically, you're not going to see these time limits expire before the race ends. You're going to see these races actually end under laps for the most part. There will be 2 green, white checkers. Now tonight, 25 cars will make a 95-lap A main. And other than that, it should be a pretty fun show tonight. As we mentioned, 10 will make the A main, and then 3 last chance qualifiers of up to 15 cars will get the field set of the 25 cars. So that is what we got shaping up for us here this evening. Got a pretty good field out here as we take a look right now, as the ticker will go across the screen. Who is running where right now? Brandon Wilkinson, the guy who won last week. He is leading the charge again tonight here. Very quick laps, 14-second laps around this 4/10 mile track. But Kyle Ely is second, Brandon Hughes, Kyle Crane, Jake Brooks, Sam Fontaine, the top 6 right now, as we will begin qualifying here in less than 10 seconds. But we appreciate everybody watching tonight on Captain TV. If you can chat with us. I see there's a few viewers tonight. Make sure you do chat. I do like to answer questions or whatever if you might have this evening. Mike Steffen going through the rules right now with the field, just going over all the changes and things like that. What a wild couple races we have had. We had the Mayhem at Martinsville 2 weeks ago. And then, of course, last week we were at the Bull Ring in Vegas. And tonight, back over here on the east side of the United States in Langley. This track located right in front of the NASA Langley Research Center in Langley, Virginia. Not only NASA is big here, but also a big Air Force base in this area. So this very popular area, the Commonwealth of Virginia, is Langley. And, of course, this track was home of the last ever NASCAR Grand National race. In case you didn't know, back in the day, NASCAR was... I just realized, oh, there we go. NASCAR used to be known as the Grand National Series in the 1970s. This track hosted the last one before it became the Winston Cup, which then became Nextel, became Sprint, become the whatever it was last, Monster Energy, and now, of course, the NASCAR Cup Series. So, yes, they ran back here in the day. Of course, the Xfinity Series ran back in the day here. There's still great Saturday night short track racing here each and every Saturday night at Langley. It's a very popular track. I know a good friend of mine, Jordan Malish, he actually is from this area, and his father actually raced at this track. So, but a lot of great things going on. Let's pop up the screen here to qualifying. They are on the track. And pole lap 14:06 right now for Brandon Wilkinson. He almost broke 13s here But you're going to see the laps just fly by. Everybody's going to go flying across the screen here. You're seeing them right now, as a matter of fact. As everybody puts in quick laps real quickly here. The top 10 will advance. Right now, 10th place, Mark Herzog in the 47. As one car goes spinning there. Didn't see who that was. But we have a big field. I saw 39 cars potentially tonight. So we are going to have some eliminations, unfortunately, this evening. A big field at a very fun track. As we'll have 1 minute to go, and we will get to the heat racing. But it looks like 14:06 is going to be the lap you see everybody trying to beat here. If you've never watched this series, of course, each and every Thursday night, the last 3 weeks, this is an open setup series. These guys come with open setups, and basically they go out here and show who's the best, and that's where you're seeing Brandon Wilkinson. That team there has won the first 2 races of this series, and Brandon Pearl just jumping up there, 14:23. Let's move over to him here. He's in this plain white car. Oh, there he goes, the number 9. Second time. You know what, I wonder if this is open. You know, it might be open qualifying, because Brandon Wilkinson just went 14 flat around this track. But there it is, qualifying officially over. Brandon Wilkinson will lead the Brandons to green. Brandon Perkle will qualify second. You'll see the hot lap times going around here, and it looks like we'll have a little bit of a warm-up session here. No, maybe not. They are gridding, so I stand corrected. So start lineup will come across the screen here of who will start where in this first heat race of 15 cars. So again, the starting lineup, top 10 have moved on. We'll announce those cars here in just a little bit. Right now, though, we'll take a look at the starting lineup for this race. Jake Brooks, he is on the pole there in the 57. He'll start alongside Luke Daniels in the 98. Mark Herzog, number 47, will start third alongside Steve Costley in the 01. Matthew Telder, the 02, will start next to the boss man, the 669 of Michael Steffen. Michael Benedetto, 7th, alongside Nathan Wenzel. Mike Johannes, Jim Golden will start there in the 59 in the 10th position. Matter of fact, let's do this so you can see who is in this race. There we go. Anderson, Smith, Hindre, Marshall, and O'Brien will be the rest of the field here. Yeah, there you go. There's the field for you on the screen. So again, the info about Langley. You see it, 79 degrees tonight, 31% humidity, 7-mile-an-hour winds. This track at 3.36 miles, 4/10 if you round it up, in the beautiful town of Hampton, Virginia. This track actually hosted for a little while the Denny Hamlin Short Track Challenge. It was at Richmond for a couple of years, and then they moved it to Langley. There we go, car's going to roll off. Very short qualifying and practice laps around here, or pace laps around here. They're going to tick off very quickly as we'll do 15 laps here in this heat race. Andy, the Virginian, watching us tonight. The tallest man in the state of Virginia, probably. Outside of Ralph Sampson. Andy Moore. In chat. Welcome in, Andy. Welcome home, buddy. All right, pace car is going to bring them off of turn number 4, and we will go racing for 15 very, very quick laps around this track. You thought Bristol was quick. You ain't seen nothing yet. Lap times around here at 14 seconds. Here we go. Brooks leads them to the green. 14 cars going to make the start. And really quickly down to turn 1. And cars scattering everywhere. One car down in the grass. I think that's Michael Steffen. The 25 spun around. Benedetto, 81 in trouble. Kevin Anderson. But we up now. The caution's out. And over here in turn 4. Looks like Jim Golden and Brian Smith have gone around. Let's see here. We'll roll that beautiful bean footage and watch this wreck of what all took place here in the back. A lot of things happening. Oh, right there, it looks like, okay, Steffen gets loose with a couple others there in 1 and 2. There's that wreck. Then we go down here in the back straightaway, and oh, the 069 into the 59. Just a little dive into the corner there and some contact. And that brings the first caution out of this race. So Jake Brooks continuing to lead here. Again, caution laps now officially do count per the vote by the field. It was a close vote, apparently. Yeah, here the Mustang skidding the tires a little bit there. All right, so if I'm seeing this rightly, maybe the looks like, okay, so I stand corrected. The laps in the heat races don't count. It's just the feature race where you're going to see the laps count under caution, because you see we're still at lap number 3 here. So you're going to see the grid kind of cycle through. I've learned that's actually something with the heat racing that causes that. So hopefully tonight during the main event you will not see this issue. All right, field double file as we come back to the green. I doubt Shax. He's probably down in Atlanta because I believe TNT with the basketball games going on and stuff right now. Anyways, pace car's on. Brooks leads him back to the green. And you see how quick the laps go around here. We are at lap number 3. That's when the caution came out. Already a 0.6 of a second lead, and I hear trouble. Turn 1. Caution is out. The 03 has gone around. And I believe it is Nathan Wenzel who's gone around. Steve Clossley there in the 03, actually. So let's go and see what happens here. You see them 3 wide over here in turn 3 and 4. Down into the corner. It actually happens behind him. Yeah, right there, Wenzel. So let's actually do this. Actually happens coming off of turn 4 and ends in turn 1. Steffen gets turned by the 74. 0397. and the 069 involved. And that brings out caution number 2 on the track. We'll throw the old timer up there because there are 8 minutes still in the heat racing. Basically, the reason why they did this, they want these races to be able to fly by so that you get good productive racing potentially. So it's Brooks and Herzog and Luke Daniels, Matthew Telder, your top 4 there. Should get one to go next time by as we're going to get a couple more laps in here. Thankfully, pace laps here at about 35, 40 seconds or so. All right, going to have about a minute to go, which 14-second laps multiply. Should have about 4 laps here we'll get if we stay green. If not, the race will end here on this next caution as Jake Brooks leads them back to the green. Herzog, Daniels, Telder, Benedetto, Costley, your top 5. Everybody clean and green as Brooks tries to get away here. See some of these cars using that, I want to call, oh, he drives it in there in a 71 into the 01 and straightens him back out. A little courtesy move there. Oh, and the 01 still out of shape back there. And finally spins it out now to bring out the caution. Well, Steve Costley ran about a half a lap sideways and was finally had to hold on to it and lost the back end, and he's got mosquito repellent out, and that's going to end this race more than likely. But let's see. What happened to Steve? The 71 of Daniel Hindre, I believe that is behind him. He gets a pretty good run here, gets to the inside as the 01 gets tight, and he had to spot there, but straightens him back out. 01 gooses it here off of 4, it looks like, and has to save it. And then finally loses it, ouch, into the 81. Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. But that should finish this race. And it does finish the race. So heat number 1, we'll look at the final results of this one real quickly. It shows Steve Costley as the winner. He was in the wreck. I don't think that's accurate. We'll have to check with officials. I do not think that's accurate. Jake Brooks, I believe, was the winner of that race. So he will get in along with the top 5 from that race. It should be Brooks, Herzog, Daniels, Telder, and Hindre, if I see that right. So I'm not sure why it's showing it the way it is. Anyways, second race, Pete Polini, the head man behind Ryco-Motorsports, of course, the sponsor of this series. Aaron Johnson, he'll start there on the outside. G.W. Bennett, the Carolina driver, will start third alongside Mike Carlson. Trent Goodrow, Ronald Redmond Jr. will start there outside row 3. Harrison Chandler and Sean Hayes. Kevin Davis, Richard Benedetto, Ken Byron, Jeremy Funk going to be your top 6. Rows, I should say. Corey Reese and Mark Logan there, row number 7. Row number 8, Drew Bordeaux. So another full stack of drivers here in this race, which will be heat number 2. Polino will roll him off of the grid here. And that 51 car, Ryco-Motorsports, actually 1-2 there on the grid. If you haven't had a chance to check out Ryco-Motorsports, they build setups and also paint cars. Those Ryco 51 and 76, those are freshly painted cars. You can check out Ryco-Motorsports.com for all your information to check out paints and open setups. Like tomorrow night, if you're going to run the All-American 400 that we're running here on Captain TV, you could go get yourself a setup from Ryco-Motorsports. Just an idea. All right, so the first heat race got about halfway where their time limit expired. Let's see what number 2 can do. Pelini, Johnson, Bennett, Carlson, Goodrow. Going to bring them to the green. Here we go. Oh, somebody's spinning back there. I think Sean Hayes. One car is mowing the grass. Watch out for the light poles. Light poles are painful. And we stay green, though, as Pelini holding that lead in the battle on here for the 4th position. The 07 all the way down in that apron. Oh, there's a door banging. And caution is out right there. 07. Into the 10, Ken Byron. Unfortunately, that brings out the first caution here. Let's go back and see what happens. So all the 07 just kind of right there, the number 0 goes around. Hits that little curve here, and there's the 49. Goes inside of the 07. Makes the move there. Everybody's good. 07 gets a little loose there on the bottom. And bam, right there into the door of the 7. So we had 7-on-7 violence, I believe. And there's Barney the flag man throwing the caution. And now my live button's not working. Oh, there we go. Now I see why. Here we go. All right, well, let's do it like this then. Forgive me, I'm putting the screen on here for a second. There we go. Some reason I got a button over here I can hit live, and it didn't go live. Technology these days, people. You see a nice little mill factory over there in the turn 2 section of the track. Again, this track is literally located right in front of the NASA Research Center in Langley. Of course, there's the Air Force Base. That's right down the road also. If you've never been to Langley, Virginia, definitely a cool place to go watch a race. I've never been there, and I definitely wouldn't mind going up there one day. Here we go. Pace car going to bring them down in the hands of Barney the flagman. You see him there holding that green flag out. Here we go. Oh, one car getting loose down here in 1 and 2. Some reason it's showing Ken Byron as the leader. That is not okay. Finally, it updates. There we go. All right, I believe I'm back with you here. Had a little technical issue there for a second. I apologize for that. OBS decided it wanted to try to reboot on me real quickly, but caution out for the second time here as Harrison Chandler has gone around. Just looking over at the stream, make sure everything is okay. Don't tell me I got the sound off again, do I? No, sound's on. You should be able to hear the cars, correct? Or do they need to be louder? Caution out here for the second time. As you see, the 8-minute time limit that they have. And that's in just the heat races. Of course, laps do count
Caution out here for
later on. Pardon the audio. It's just me making sure I'm on the air over there on YouTube. So. And apparently Mike took back what he said. I've never seen that before. Message retracted. Sorry, Mike. Maybe you said something you weren't supposed to say. I don't know. I don't control that over there. Anyways, pace car still got the lights on, so we'll get another restart here. And again, make sure you do check out Ryco-Motorsports.com. It's Ryco-Motorsports.com. They have, again, paint setups and open setups and stuff for races. So you just go online if you got an open race that's coming up, an open setup race, like a special event. I think it's like a little fee or whatever you pay, and you get the setup and you go race it. But here we go. Pace car going to pull back off in the hands of Pete Polini, Aaron Johnson, and Trent Goodrow leading them back to the green. Oh, the Zero car getting out of shape there, but everybody else all right. Got about 45 seconds to go in 9 laps. So roughly about 3 laps to go, but that the 49 of Goodrow. Looking to make that move on to 51. 51 still clear here. We got 30, make that 25 seconds to go. 49 is there. And Polini's going to let him go, realizing, you know what? I don't have to win this race. I'm in the main event as long as we finish where we're at. All right, checker flag will wave, and heat race number 2, Trent Goodrow, your winner. As we'll take a look real quickly at the results from heat race number 2. Trent Goodrow, your winner. Pete Polini, Aaron Johnson, Kevin Davis, Sean Hayes, your top 5. Benedetto, Chandler, Funk, Redmond, Bennett, Carlson, Byron, Reese, Logan, and Bordeaux as the warm-up has started. So it looks like we're only going to get 2 heat races. They'll get a quick little 2-minute, hey, go to the bathroom real quick. The big race is about to start. And this is our chance before we grid. We'll step away for a quick second. So we'll be back with the main event here on Captain TV. All right, back at Langley as they're going to wrap up the warm-ups here, and we will get ready for the main event of the evening. 95 laps. The first race of the fall for this Ryco-Motorsports Tour Modified Exclusive Series here as part of the Short Track Super League. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the feature race. Brandon Wilkinson, I mentioned, the pole sitter. He was the fastest. He's top 10. Did not have to run the heat race. He'll start alongside Brandon Pirtle. Kyle Eli and Zach Murphy, row number 2. Row 3, Kyle Crane, Brandon Hughes. Row number 4, Ken Zames and Coy Haslow. Sam Fontaine, the Canadian, will start next to Kern Beckler. Steve Costley, and I guess he did win that heat race or something. I don't know. He's somehow starting 11th alongside Trent Goodrow, the winner of the second heat race. I'm baffled by that one. Jake Brooks, he'll start alongside Pete Polini. Row number 8, Mark Herzog, Aaron Johnson. Row number 9, Kevin Davis, the Georgia driver, and Sean Hayes. Row 10, Daniel Hindre and Richard Benedetto. Row number 11, Michael Benedetto, brothers there, even though there's 2 different states, and Harrison Chandler. And the 23rd starter will be Adam O'Brien. Now, you see the 56 falling to the back. Not sure what that is. I'm looking over here on the grid. It's showing Steve Costley in the back. So a little bit of confusion but we'll get through it as usual. And pace car lights already off as we'll come by and get the 1 to go for 95 laps of race number 3. Of this Ryco-Motorsports Tour Modified exclusive. Appreciate you guys watching tonight. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and be a part of this series. Now again, with the new rules tonight, the caution laps will count. So we should get 95 laps of racing in tonight. Pace car pulls off in the hands of Kyle Eli as I just realized Wilkinson is actually in the back. So I'm not sure if I missed something there. I'll have to look and see if I can get some information on that one. But clean and green through lap number 1. But something obviously caused Brandon Wilkinson to start all the way in the back. There he is in that 56 car. Was EOL'd for some reason. Oh, and trouble up ahead here. Turn number 1. 78 is going around of Aaron Johnson. And that's the 21 of Kevin Davis. And that brings out caution number 1. See what happens here. Kevin loses it. Looks like over at 4, hits the wall there, collects at 78. We'll back it up here just a little bit so you can see the wreck. Oh, the 78 actually tangled with the 21. Hard contact for them both. I'm sure somebody's unhappy. But that brings the caution out for the first time. So Kyle Ely is in the front now. So unfortunately, I do not know why the penalty on the 95 must have been something I missed, but unfortunately I don't have any contact with race control or anything like that, or else I would go find out real quickly. There you see the caution laps officially counting as we're at lap number 6 already of this race. As cars double up here, and we'll get back to racing here at lap number 7. Eli and Portal, Kyle Crane, Zach Murphy, Ken Zames, as we are back at it here. And oh, more contact in the middle of the field here. That is Brandon Hughes right in the middle. I believe that's who that was. But caution really quickly back out. That was Brandon, the 111 car. Let's see what happens here. 57 there behind him, just gets into his back bumper and turns him around. Jake Brooks, unfortunately, getting in the back bumper of the 111, bringing a second caution out. Let's see it again here. Those Hoosier tires getting a little workout here early in this race. You hear him get the green flag. Down to turn 1 and boom. Tries to save it, gets hit again. A couple other cars getting involved and thankfully locks up the brakes there before he gets slammed again. But that brings the second caution out on the track. And you know what? I actually have a way I might be able to find out what happened. See if I can get an answer for you guys. Find out why Wilkinson is... Well, he's worked his way up to 16th, but was supposed to start on the pole. Here we go. Pace car going to pull off. The Kyle and Kyle show up front now. Kyle Ely and Kyle Crane. Brandon Pirtle, Ken Zames, Zach Murphy at lap number 13. Wilkinson working his way through the field up to 14th, being very patient with the field. Let's go back here too. Brandon now up to 13th. Working pretty hard in that car. Hear how patient you got to be rolling that throttle. Meanwhile, everybody pretty much single file here, rolling the bottom. And the fight is starting to develop right here. That is the 49, the winner from heat race number 2. Trent Goodrow showing he's got a pretty good little modified there, as he's getting pressured actually by Daniel Hindre. As one car is spun on the front straightaway, and that brings the caution out. That's Crane. Kyle Crane, the second place runner, has gone around, bringing out the caution. Let's see what happens to Kyle. He has a 9 backed on his back bumper, Brandon Pirtle. Oh, he got close to him there. Got a good run through the center. Oh, Kyle, hold on there, young man. Gets a little loose there. Pirtle's on the back bumper. Maybe a little chrome horn, maybe not. Oh, I tell you what, the 9's getting good runs there, but this time 94 gets away. We'll keep watching. Straddling that yellow line, and oh, that back car, the back end comes around. You wonder if that had to do with that yellow line, we'll call it. More of the separation between the apron and the track itself. I've tried to reach out to Mike Steffen, who's not in this main event, to see if he would be able to answer the question, but I have not been able to figure it out. All right, pace car going to regroup. With 70 laps to go in this Cornfest 95. First race of the fall. Shout out to the harvesters out there working hard. Pace car going to bring them off. Here we go. Watch how quick a lap is here. So there's the whole field. Wait a second. Oh, caution's back out. Never mind, we're not going to get a chance to do it. But there's the field again. I try to have a little fun with it. The caution is out as Adam O'Brien has gone around. Well, let's go back. Unfortunately, my replay button's not working here either, so having some issues with the buttons. Big wreck over here in the 3. The 0 car into the 74, and not sure who that is there in that black and yellow car. Maybe Coy? That is Coy Haslow. So, caution now out for the 3rd time. See if I can fix the button issue here real quickly while we're talking. There we go. Looks like we're good now. 74 going to get the OL. That's O'Brien. We'll see a couple cars come to pit road here. So again, tomorrow night you'll see a bunch of these guys actually joining us in the race. They were in the practice session earlier, a few of them were, for the All-American 400 race that I'll be hosted. You'll see it here on Captain TV. 400 laps at Nashville. I love long-distance racing. Hopefully you do too. And if so, maybe we'll see you racing in it. Pace car lights are off. Because we're about to go green again. Again, race number 3 on the schedule next week. We go to Southern Motorsports Park down in North Carolina for race number 4. That's a fun, I call it Little Bristol, basically is what that track is to me. As Ely brings them back to the green, lap number 32, Zach Murphy, Ken Zames, Brandon Pirtle, Mark Herzog, and around goes the 90 of Zames. A big wreck in 2. And Brandon Wilkinson sneaking through the grass there. Pace car is even like, I'm just going to drive through this. Caution out again. The 90 turned around. Ken Zames. Trying to see if I can get to the replay of this. Give me 1 second. We'll get you the replay. A lot of action here in that one moment. Right there. From turn 2. Look at everybody just clobber into this thing. Oh, Wilkinson actually did get some damage from that, it looks like. So let's see what happened again here. We'll hopefully get to a better view here. Yeah, let's contact with the 9. The 9's been showing the speed he has mid-corner. Oh, yeah. Look at all these guys coming in hot. 25 going for a ride there. Not sure who is in that 25. Michael Benedetto. Okay. So let's try him real quick on this one. Say come back to the green. There's the contact and boom. Double whammy. So big wreck and a lot of cars getting fixed, and one car just blew a motor. I think that was Brooks in the 57. So this field is definitely trimming down really quickly, as we have, 12 on the lead lap now at lap number 37, just about the halfway. So I mentioned next week at Southern Motorsports Park. If you've not seen that one, it's another, I believe it's a 4/10 mile, but a high-banked oval. They'll go around that track probably in about 12 seconds. Here we go, pace car, gonna pull off. Ely, Murphy. Look at Goodrow up to 3rd, the heat race winner. Pellini up to 4th, Chandler up to 5th. Johnson, who was involved in, I believe, the first caution, is up here in 6th right now, taking that position away from the 91 of Fontaine. Double file racing throughout, that's close. On board, this is Pirtle, who was just in that wreck, the 9 car. You see, you're not really on the straightaway long at all at this track. Oh, getting loose. Ely out to about a 6/10 of a second lead over Goodrow. You got Trent, Zach Murphy in second there in that 29, and Goodrow and Polini. And then you got a whole hornet's nest back here, mid-pack. The 9 trying to work its way back through the field here. Oh, 21 getting loose back there. Kevin Davis saves it. I saw him coming off turn 4, a little tank slapper. Everybody continues on. Brandon Hughes in the 111 car. Trying to work his way up through the field there. He was involved in an accident earlier. Should say point leader Brandon Wilkinson behind the wall right now in the 16th position. We'll try to update the points. But everybody kind of getting spread out now. We ride with Trent Goodrow. Just a little over 100 mile an hour down to turn 3 and 4. This is one of the flattest circuits that you'll see in iRacing and in NASCAR. Degrees of banking in the corners, 6. Degrees of banking on the straightaway, 4. Very flat. Let's go here inside the car. As you notice, this wheel's not straight long, if at all. What, about a half second to a second there to wheel straight? So battle for, let's go back here, 7th, 8th, 9th. These guys here all fighting for position. Don't mind the pit lane thing. That's just how close they're getting to that yellow cone at the entrance of pit road. So Ely with a 2-second lead on Murphy, and the 9 drives it down there in the 3. Pirtle trying to take that 8th spot away. And, oh, a little contact there, and he takes it. A little short track racing. And right back here, Hindre in the 71 going past Kyle Crane. That is not for position, I believe. Yes, Crane is a lap down, actually, I believe. I'm seeing that right on telemetry. So 10 cars on the lead lap. And a battle for second starting to shape up. With Trent Goodrow, Zach Murphy. I back up a step. It's a battle for third with Paul Polini behind him. For some reason I keep missing Murphy there in second. One car trying to come off pit road there, trying to see who that was. How about this guy back here, the Floridian driver, Harrison Chandler in the Menards, number 29, doing a good job tonight. I believe he's one of the newcomers to the league. Trying to hold off Aaron Johnson in the 78 car, who has worked his way back up through the field. Brandon Pirtle looking to get another victim here in that 21 car. That 9 showing the speed it has. Oh, and trouble on the 91. Fontaine with issues. Did he blow up? Right in front of everybody. Let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, the motor blows. Too hot? I mean, it does have a little bit of nose damage. Yikes. The battle's all over the track here. Let's go back to this one here. This is the closest and best fight I think we got on the track right now. The 9, the 111, and the 71 as Pirtle has gone by Hughes. Here comes Hindre to the inside. He'll take that position away. Move Daniel up to the 8th position. And racing all over the place as they go by that lap car there. Trent Goodrow trying to put pressure, or Polini trying to put pressure on Goodrow. I'm getting this all backwards. This is about 5 seconds back from the lead. Put the battle box up so you can see where everybody is on the track right now. If you've never seen this before, basically think of it as the caution comes out. Brandon Pirtle, maybe? That's what it's showing me on telemetry. Let's see if it's right. So easily the longest green flag we've had of the season. All 71 drives it in there and turns them. Nice save, though, by the 9. Way to move on there and continue. Going to see some cars come to pit road. But that brings the caution out. I was starting to explain the battle box is basically what it is like your relative on iRacing. So 25 laps to go. If you're new to watching us tonight on Captain TV, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. A channel we've been on for, what, about 6 weeks now? 7? It feels like it's been longer than that. But anyways, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 100 so we can just continue to slowly work our way up. Brand new channel. It has just gotten going. Been covering, of course, the Short Track Super League for 3 weeks now, amongst other series. Last night you might have watched the Great Lakes Truck Series finish their season off over in Homestead. Want to mention High Impact Entertainment. They're a sponsor of the league. They're actually sponsoring some awards tonight for a Hard Charger Award and a lot more. But DJs, photo booths, and lighting, of course, as I mentioned, covering the Hard Charger Award and fast lap time in the A-Main. You can find out more about Carolina's Wedding Wire Couples Choice Award-winning DJ service at highimpactentertainment.com. That company, of course, ran by the owner of the league. And just does a great job. I know him and I have talked a little bit. I've done my own share of wedding DJing and stuff. And Michael Steffen, and he definitely enjoys that and has a great time in that. So if you know somebody getting married in the Carolina area or you're getting married, go call Mike. Anyways, here we go back to racing with Ely in the lead. Just about 20 laps to go. We were starting to settle into some green flag racing. Let's see if we can continue it. I tried this earlier. Let's try it again. We're going to put next lap by. We're going to start go to the flag stand, and we're going to stay there and watch how quick a lap is around Langley in these cars. Here comes the leader off turn 4. All the cars going by. Sit it for just a couple seconds, and here comes the leader again. Kyle definitely showing he is the dominant car so far this evening in this race. He's led all the laps. Zach Murphy, though, he has not let this race slow him down. He has definitely shown his way up to the second position and staying up there in this 36 car. You got Trent Goodwill, Pete Polini, and Aaron Johnson. Brandon Pirtle still up here in the 6th position, been able to hold on even though he was turned a few minutes ago. Almost some contact with the 29 getting loose there. Chandler able to save it, and he's still getting worked a little bit there. Hendry going to drive it in there. Trying to fight on that high side, but got to give up the spot. Here comes that 74 car there behind him. Adam O'Brien actually a lap down right now in the 11th position. And then you'll see the next car behind him, Kyle Crane. That is the 9th place car. Nose to tail here, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And 6th right there in the picture also. Less than 10 laps to go already. Great racing going on here. We ride with Aaron Johnson. Put that battle back on there. So what you're seeing here is up above the name of Aaron Johnson. That's who we're focused on right now. You see Polini about 4/10 up and up to the 2nd place car, and then behind him where everybody sits there. Oh, a little loose. All this happening about 2 seconds behind Kyle Ely, who's looking for his first win on the season. As he will have 5 laps to go next time by. Kyle been the Dominator. Won 5 races last season. And won the opening race of the season at Martinsville, looking to go 2 for 2 in the state of Virginia. And we'll have 2 laps to go this time. And caution is out. Uh-oh. Green, white, checkered. And let's see who the caution is. Looks like maybe Kyle Crane. At least that's what it's telling me. Oh, spin right up ahead. All in 9 again. Pirtle goes around. And a big wreck with cars involved. And Brandon toes back, so let's rewind real quickly, see what happens. But this is going to set up, we have a green-white checkered finish. So the 9 crosses over here, tries to go inside the 71. He's in the grass and clips him. A little aggressive, but hey, that's short track racing for you. So we will continue on now. Next week, again, we invite you to come join us at Southern Motorsports Park. We'll be there for race number 4. And then following that week, October 8th, we go to North Wilkesboro, so we'll stay in North Carolina for a second straight race. Then we come back up here to the northern end of the United States, Stafford Motorsports Park. Should be a fun race there. South Boston. How about a doubleheader at South Boston? We'll have that, Myrtle Beach, and then New Smyrna to finish off the season November the 5th of the second season here of this Ryco-Motorsports Tour Modified Series. Again, check out Ryco-Motorsports.com, Ryco-Motorsports.com. If you're one that likes to run open setup races, they have setups for you, and they also do paints and more. Ryco-Motorsports.com. Kyle Ely, Zach Murphy, Trent Goodrow, Pete Polini, your top 4. As we'll have one of 2 green-white checkered finishes here in Langley right now. Ely on the loud pedal. Here we go. Goodrow inside of Murphy. Little contact there. And he's going to clear for second. Here comes Polini. More door banging. And white flag is out. Final lap and Langley. Kyle Ely is going to score his second win of the season, second win in the state of Virginia. Langley goes to Ely. Goodrow, Polini, Murphy, Johnson, your top 5. And Kyle Ely going to do some donuts. No, actually, he's going to go right to pit road. Want to make sure I got the number right. It's his 7th career modified win. For Kyle. So let's take a look at the final results here at Langley. You see the fireworks going off in the background. Come on, results. You know you want to work. I know what I got to do. Still learning technology here. There they are. Ely wins over Trent Goodrow, finishes second, all the way from a second heat race win. Pete Polini, Zach Murphy, Aaron Johnson, your top 5. Harrison Chandler finishes 6th. Brandon Hughes, Kyle Crane, 8th. Adam O'Brien, Brandon Pirtle, your top 10. Hindre, Herzog, Benedetto, Fontaine, Curran Beckler, Kevin Davis, the other Benedetto, Michael that is. Jake Brooks finishing in the 18th position. Hang on one second. Wilkinson finishing 19th. Ken Zames 20th. Coy Haslow. Sean Hayes 22nd. 23rd. Steve Costley, who actually did not start the race, I believe. You definitely hear the You see the cars crossing the line. And Ely getting the win there. Let's see if we have the guys in Discord to talk to. There is Kyle right there. He's waiting on me. Look at that. The Virginia Dominator, Kyle Ely, joins us here in the booth. Kyle, congratulations to you. It's your, at least as far as I know, according to the stats, 7th modified win already in the 2 seasons that we've had, and your 2nd one here in the state of Virginia on the season.
Yeah, I think I'm 2 for 2 this season, and Wolfpack is 3 for 3, so we're off to a really good start. The cars have been a rocket ship. Can't thank Mark Logan enough for all the speed. If it wasn't for him, I don't really think I would be racing. Even if I was racing, I don't think I would be up front. So we've been really fast and shown the past 3 races.
Yeah, you definitely showed the speed tonight, led every lap, flag to flag. Now, your teammate obviously had some issues, started in the back tonight and was involved in some accidents, but you were able to bounce back, and you come back from vacation last week. You decided to say, hey, you know what, I'm celebrating my first win for 2 weeks, and you come back and go right back to victory lane, so that's got to feel good. Is there another vacation in the plans this week?
No, I plan on running the season out, hopefully. Yeah, I didn't race last week because I was on vacation, but this week I told Mark I was ready to come back and put the time in to make sure the car was good, and car unloaded really, really, really good. I didn't make any adjustments before the race, so can't thank him enough. And yeah, it was unfortunate what happened to Brandon. Brandon's a really, really, really tough competitor, so kind of him being sent to the back because of last week's win affected him for not really being up front, but he had a strong car. He made it to the top 10 in probably first like 15 or so laps when we were under yellow. So me and him will be back next week, hopefully side by side, battling really hard.
One big difference tonight on the track is the caution laps obviously counted, so you're able to get all, actually 100 laps with the green, white, checkered. Were you somebody that you were a fan of letting the laps count, or seeing a time limit on the race?
I like when the caution laps count. I mean, it kind of didn't help Brandon because he had to start in the back.
Right.
But I mean, Martinsville and I think last week's finished under time, and that's not really how it should be. I think it should be finishing the race with the laps that we're supposed to be racing. And I don't know. It seems like we haven't really fixed the issue of the cautions yet. But once we get everybody weeded out and everybody drives a little cleaner and gives a bit more room and give and take, then I think this league's gonna put on a really good show.
Absolutely. And you did get a good green flag run tonight of about 30 or 40 laps there in the midsection too, so that was definitely a positive to see this evening. Well, Kyle, you did a great job. I know you sent some shout outs already, but feel free to give some more shout outs, whoever you'd like to here before we say goodbye.
Yeah, big shout out to Mark Logan for putting this car together. Like I said before, if it wasn't for him, I really wouldn't be up front running this league as I am. And Brandon Wilkinson, Riley Stenjum, and Ryan Blanchard for all their hard work at Wolfpack Motorsports. And thanks to you for broadcasting. I appreciate it.
No sweat, Kyle. Appreciate your time. And go celebrate your 2nd victory in the state of Virginia. And we will see you next week. Well, a state to our south in North Carolina at Southern.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Kyle Ely, your winner there. As Trent Goodrow, man, hard race for you tonight, my friend. You had to battle through there, got yourself a heat race win on a last lap pass on the other guy in the room here. We won't mention names. And you come back and get yourself a 2nd place run tonight after starting towards the back this evening. Talk about your race.
Yeah, it was a fun race for sure. We came into this session late. I didn't get any practice. I threw something quick together for qualifying, and we tweaked on it in the heat race. And the feature, it showed out that it was made some pretty good adjustments, and the car was awesome. And Kyle had us all covered. There was no touching him, and him and his team are perfect everywhere they go in the modifieds. And I was just holding on for what I can get, and I was going to be happy with the P3 finish, and luckily we got the green, white, checkered there. I was able to hold my own on the bottom and didn't really want to make contact with the 29 there, but I got pinned down on the yellow line a little bit, and we made contact, and I was able to keep going, and I brought it home P2.
Well, and it's short track racing too. I mean, you're coming to the white flag that next time by. You got a great restart, and you're going to have contact like that at that kind of point. But talk about how big that restart was, because you were running about the same lap times as Zach, and you were just got that caution. You were able to get that inside run on him. Talk about how big that was for you, and just the momentum that gave you to get that position.
Yeah, that was for sure an awesome restart by me. I was struggling the whole race on one of the cautions early on. I got caught up in, and I had a little bit of steering damage and engine damage, so it was a little bit slow off the line. I wasn't really getting the drive off the corner. I was looking for the whole race and was kind of hanging on, like I said, and we were lucky to get by him and have an awesome restart there.
Well, you did a great job tonight, Trent. Second place run for you, and good momentum for you heading to Southern next week. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to, my friend.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank Trumpeter Design, Cymerx in New England, Speedwell Coffee, Clear by Two Communications, and just my mom and dad for everything else that they've helped me out with through my racing career.
Well, you did a great job tonight, Trent, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Pete Polini's in here also, the third place finisher on the podium. Got a great restart and followed Trent right on through there and got that third place finish tonight. Pete, you had the same kind of battle Trent did. I mean, it was you and him in that final heat race, and he got by you, and I could just tell by the way you drove that final corner in the heat race, it was more of, okay, look, I'm in the final. Just you can win the race. Just I'm going to go get the big trophy. But you came out third. Still a great run for you tonight.
Can't complain. It was a pretty good run. Got to start a little deeper in the field than I would have liked to, but I was able to make my way through and avoid some of the mess along the way, which was key, because I know a lot of guys did get caught up in a few incidents there. But it was good at the end. Trent and I and was it Zach there? We were all running pretty much similar times. Throughout the race, we were pretty close together the whole way. So getting by was going to be tough with three cars that even, and fortunately on that last green, white, checkered, Trent made a hole, and I was able to follow him through.
Seemed like your team had a good setup tonight, because I saw you up there. I saw Aaron Johnson up there as he worked his way through the field, too. He was in that first caution. You had Kyle up there running well with you, and not to mention Daniel, too. It seemed like you guys had a pretty good little piece under you.
Yeah, Ryco-Motorsports, we always gives us something great to run with. We always know we're going to be competitive for sure. So yeah, Ken, we're on there. Casey does an excellent job. Put a great team together here for us to build these setups, and it shows tonight again, running up front with the boys, and gonna try and keep doing that every week.
I do gotta ask. Let's see, where do you find these setups at that you guys have?
I'm sorry, you just broke up on me just a little bit.
See, I tried to be funny. It didn't work. I said, where do you guys find these setups at?
We make them. That's what we spend all week testing and building and everything else to make sure that they're going to be good for the customers that get them, and they can jump out and be competitive right out of the box.
For the viewers who don't get that, Pete is one of the big boys at Ryco-Motorsports, of course, with the team. And Pete, you guys do a great job over there. I checked out the website this week, and with paints and all that stuff you guys do there. And I could definitely tell you guys had a good one under you guys tonight. And go ahead for a quick second for those who are watching tonight. Talk about Ryco-Motorsports, what you guys do.
Hey, I'll do shameless self-promotion any chance I get.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah, anybody that's out there that's looking, that just doesn't have time to spend making a setup and tweaking it and making it good, it's time consuming. It takes hours to get there to have something that's going to be top split competitive. So you hit up Ryco-Motorsports.com, get your go fast parts, and come out and run with the big boys.
There you go. Pete, nice job. Send shout out to whoever you like to, brother.
Oh, gotta hit everybody. Ryco-Motorsports, of course, Racer X Elite. We got Martin Sports Apparel, Fox Ford Marquette. We just recently took on Sim Speed Shop and Butt Kicker as sponsors as well. So gotta give a big thanks to them for jumping on board and supporting what we're doing here.
I have a feeling, not to mention other leagues, but I have a feeling I've seen the Butt Kicker sponsorship around a little bit, so I'll try to keep those trucks clean for your sake. But hey, great job out there. Obviously, I'd rather you not hit everybody, but because there's incident penalties in this league. But you did a great job tonight. Congrats to that third place run for you, and next week we'll see you at Southern.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to Southern National. That's going to be a really great race, and I do enjoy that track, so I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
Little Bristol, as I like to call it.
Yeah, I like it. The high banks, high speed, let's go.
All right, Pete. We'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, thanks. Nice job, and shout out to Captain TV for doing the broadcast. Thank you again.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Pete Bellini there. He's one of the big boys of course, Ryco-Motorsports. If you're looking for setups, go check it out. Ryco dash, not the word dash, but the actual dash. Motorsports.com is where you can go and check that out. So, all right, we're all done with the state of Virginia for now. Langley is all finished. We go to Southern Motorsports Park next week. Thursday night, we'll be here for you at 8 o'clock. We'll put practice on the air and let you watch it, and then we'll come back for the race at 8:45 and go from there. So look at that. Kyle Ely getting his second win of the season. His team has swept all 3 races, and somebody beat him. We'll find that out next week. As for now, we sign off and appreciate all the viewers tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. And we'd love to see you back here tomorrow night for the All-American 400. We'll be hosting that race. You'll see some of these guys likely in that race, and you can be a part of it too. And all you got to do is show up in the hosted section tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So hope to see you there. Otherwise, as people like to say and people like to do, they'll get mad at you and say this is just a game. If they do, tell them, nope, it's iRacing. See ya!